just wants to say hello. Hello everybody, my name is Andrea and welcome to my new YouTube channel. Yes, your eyesight is right, Mew is now on YouTube. So guys, I decided I wasn't cringe enough on Instagram and Facebook, so I found a new platform. Lucky you. Now Mews, I'm so excited about today because in addition to this being my first ever YouTube video, today is gonna be the first time I'm gonna try a Jeffree Star eyeshadow palette. I'm so excited. I've heard a lot of things from everybody around me and I've been dying to try one of these before, but I thought about just saving it and share it with you guys, and hopefully it's gonna be a good memory. So if you want to find out what palette I chose from Jeffree Star Cosmetics and also what makeup look I turned out to have, then just keep on watching. So to start with, I already moisturized my face, so we're gonna go in with a primer. For primer today we're gonna use the Maybelline Baby Skin and we're just gonna put it on our face in a little amounts, not too much, just a little. So heat it between our hands and just apply it where we have loads of pores or where we think that we have loads of pores, however you want to put it. Yeah. We just spread it and push it into our skin so we know exactly that all of our pores are filled. After we're done with primer, then we're just gonna go on to foundation. So for today's foundation, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation and a beauty blender to blend it out, and I'm just gonna put a little amount on my face. Guys, this is so surreal. I never thought that this is gonna happen, like the whole YouTube situation. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think about me starting a YouTube channel and I don't know, your expectations, I guess. So what would you want to see from me and stuff like that. So yeah, now we need to blend out this craziness. So yeah. For concealer today we're gonna use the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser in the shade 00 Ivory, and we're just gonna put just a bit under our eyes. So just a bit, not too much. I don't like to use like loads of concealer. And we're just gonna blend it out with our beauty blender as before. Just make sure there's a seamless transition between the foundation and the actual concealer, so that's gonna look more natural than just blending it just a bit. Yay! So now we're gonna go on to powder. I don't like to often to bake, so I'm not a very big fan of baking just because of the whole mess that it creates, and also my skin is like really concrete and I really don't like that feeling. But today we're gonna use the Kat Von D Lock-It powder, and we're just gonna take a Morphe brush, just a little bit. Now that our T-zone is set, we're gonna go in with a bigger powder brush, which is again from Morphe, and we're gonna put just a little bit more of powder on our faces just to set the rest of our face. Not too much, just a little. This way you just make sure that your foundation is not gonna go anywhere, and this is really good. Alright, so now the powder is done, so now we're gonna go on to brows. So I'm gonna use the NYX Precision Brow Pencil, which looks like this. Now, I'm not gonna bore you too much with this step because it's taking me at least 10 minutes every morning to do my brows. So I'm just gonna quickly do my brows and come right back. My eyebrows are done, and now I'm back to the whole face situation. So now I'm gonna do my bronzing slash contouring, and then I'm gonna use the Hoola bronzer to do so, and a iconic brush which looks like this. Now, I'm not usually doing contour and bronzing as well. Basically, my skin tone is very pale, so it's best if I don't use too much product on my face because I'm gonna look like I'm beaten or something. So just a little bronzer should do the trick. So now I'm just gonna take a bit on my brush and try to create a small line like this and blend it out as much as possible. Just gonna go on to bronze the rest of my face and then continue on the other side. Start with a little line and blend it out, and then go and bronze the rest of the face. My hair turned out to be a bit crazy. Now you guys, that our bronzer is done, we're gonna go on to blush. We're gonna use the Manakadar blusher in the shade Trifecta. I'm just gonna use a spectrum brush to apply it. So I'm just gonna barely press it on the product, top of the excess, and just slightly go over our cheeks. Just like that. Okay guys, so we are getting really close to actually doing the eyeshadow, but until we get there we really need to do something so we know for sure that the eyeshadow is gonna stick on. So we're gonna use an eyeshadow primer which is from NYX, and we're just gonna apply it on our eyes and go from there. Just a little bit and then blend it out as usual. Oh my god, I just can't believe this. I've heard so many good things about Jeffree Star Cosmetics, so today I have big expectations because we're gonna try out the Thirsty palette, which looks like this. It's a really beautiful cover. It's matte and the little drops are shiny. I just love that the camera is picking this up, so yeah. So now we're just gonna open it and see what we can find inside together. I had a look online, so I know roughly how it looks like, but I haven't actually opened it, so you guys, it doesn't want to come up. Now it does. Yeah, okay. So this is the actual palette. It's still orange, it looks really nice. Has the Jeffree Star logo in it. I just love doing this. And guys, this is the palette. Oh my god, this looks really good. Eyeshadows are really good looking because we haven't actually tried it on yet, but they look really nice. These look really beautiful, like really beautiful. And now we're just gonna use it and hopefully everything's gonna be okay. Now, we've all seen and heard about Jeffree Star. He's a legend, he's an icon, he's just so talented and brutally honest. And that's why I have so much expectations for today, because being such a really big critique, then I just expect him to choose the best things for his products, to put his names on his products. So that's why I have really big expectations. So now I think we're gonna start with, I don't even know. I think we're gonna try starting with something, I don't know, a soft glam or something that you can wear on an everyday basis. So I think we're gonna start with Taste Buds. I'm gonna take a BH blending brush and start to put it on our face. I think it takes a bit until you get through the first layer of product. Oh yeah, here you go. We're just gonna put this on all over our creases. I think the secret for every really good eyeshadow look is to just blend, because these things can take, I don't know, a really good couple of minutes to get like really well blended. I was expecting it to be a bit more pigmented in this, but I'm not mad about it, to be honest, because it's a really beautiful color. So next up, I think we're gonna go with the shade Stroke, which is this one right here, and we're gonna take a different brush, and we can see already that this is pigmented, so we need to be careful with that. We top off the excess, and then we just go into our creases to... We're gonna take a bit more of that and just go in the same. We're gonna pull it out just a little bit, so we're gonna create a really nice colored cat eye kind of look. These shades are blending really nice. Now, just to make sure that everything is blended out perfectly, we're gonna go with the last brush and the last shadow, which was Taste Buds, and we're just gonna make sure that everything is blended out and there are no lines whatsoever. So we're just gonna go over it and just blend out. Okay, so that looks blended out and looks stunning. Like, these two colors are just working together like a dream. So now we're gonna go in with the second brush, and we're just gonna take the shade Drizzle, which is this brown right here, and we're just gonna deepen out our creases even more. Okay, just slow motions, just make sure that you deepen out only that outer corner. So now we're gonna go and do the same thing. We're gonna take the first shade, which is Taste Buds, and just go over it all again, so we know that everything is blended out perfectly. Guys, that looks really good. So those shadows are, maybe the first one I wasn't really impressed with it because it wasn't that as pigmented as I was expecting, but altogether this looks really nice, and they blend out, they blend each other like really nicely. So that's a good one. Okay, next one we're gonna go with, I think we're gonna do a little cut crease. Oh my god. Andrea's doing cut crease. So we're gonna take the concealer with a bit on our hands, not too much, just about this, so we can do the actual cut crease. Then we're gonna take a brush to do that. We're gonna take a really small cut crease brush, looks like this, nothing major. So yeah, so we're gonna take a bit of concealer, and then we're gonna go right in the eye. On the eye, not in the eye. Make a note. Any better? Can't you see that? Now we're gonna go and do the same thing for the other eye. We're just gonna put a little bit more concealer on our hands. Okay, you guys, I know that this looks a bit crazy, but don't worry. Now we're gonna move on to shimmers. These are looking like so beautiful. These are not shimmers, but these are like straight on foils, I think. So yes, so let's see if it says anything on the back. I'm looking for unicorns at this point. This is just wonderful, and I want to use all of it. Can I? I don't think I can, sadly. I think we're gonna go in with the shade Snatched. Now I'm gonna take a Revolution brush, which has a really dome-like shape, and I'm gonna take the shade Snatched and put it in the middle of my eye. These are really creamy. Okay, so that is much better. Looks better now. Okay, we're gonna do the same on the other side. Spirals off your cigarette. Door slam to figure silhouette. Come on, say, is this over? Oh, is Okay, now we're gonna go in with the first shade that we used. Okay guys, now you're gonna take the liner brush that we used earlier to cut our inner corners, and then we're gonna take the shade Divine, which was the silver shade, and just pop it into our inner corners so we can open up just a little bit our eyes. So doing the same on the other side, nothing too crazy, and then we're gonna just put it a bit more in the inner corner, just to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. I think that was it for the eyeshadow part. I'm amazed with it, but we're gonna talk more about this at the end of the clip. Now we're gonna go and pop on some highlighters. Today I'm gonna use one of my absolute favorites, which is the MUA Shimmer Highlight Powder. It looks like this, and this is in the shade Radiance Cashmere. So this is one of the cheapest highlighters that I've got. I think I paid for it for something like £2 or £3, which is insane for the pigmentation that it has. So yeah, we're just gonna swirl it and then top off the excess, and then just go straight into our highlights. Yes, put a little bit. Can you guys see that? Like, that is insane. Yes. Okay, we're gonna do the same on the other side. You just want to put your highlighter on the high tops of your face, a bit on the nose, and a little bit along the nose, just like that, so it's a bit shiny. Cupid bow, which I absolutely love to do. So this looks absolutely insane. Okay, now we're gonna take a little smaller brush, and we're just gonna take a little bit of highlight and just go on the brow bone, like that. I don't know, like I can't think of a more satisfying thing other than highlight. I just can't. This is like the most beautiful thing ever. Okay guys, now with the highlight on, I'm just gonna go off the camera, pop on some lashes because it's gonna take me forever to put them on, and then just come back to finish this look.
One eternity later.
Okay guys, so I went off camera and put on some lashes. These are just a Superdrug, their own brand. I think it just completes the look altogether. And as a lash glue, I use the usual dual lash glue, which I can't see around me right now, which is a bit weird because I just used it. So now we're just gonna go in and put on some mascara. We're gonna go for the Roller Lash from Benefit. This is one of my favorites. And we're just gonna go and underneath, just slightly barely touching them, so we can just lock them in place. Gonna do the same on the other side. Okay, so now that that's done, usually I'm gonna go in with a liner so I can kind of cover up the lash line. But right now, for the first time in my life, I don't need to do that because it looks really good. Yeah, so now we're gonna go for lips. I have no idea what I'm gonna use. For lips, I'm gonna use an e.l.f. lip liner, which is in the shade Deep Brown. Okay, so now that the contour is done, we can go in with the actual lipstick. I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty lipstick in the shade Spice Girl, which is really nice brown, and I just love it since I've got it. Okay guys, so that was our lips all done. So now we're just gonna put on some setting spray and we're all done. For setting spray, I told you guys earlier, I'm gonna use the all-nighter from Urban Decay. This is a really good one. So this is the look all complete. Fearless. Hey guys, so that was it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had a really nice time with you guys, so thank you again for joining me today. So my experience with this little bad boy here was a really good one. It was a really pleasant surprise. It is a Jeffree Star palette and it retails for £45, which is quite a bit pricey for a palette. I can give it that, but I think it's worth it in my opinion. Stunning palette. It looks like this once again. The matte shadows are really good. They just complement each other and it's just really easy to blend out. It just took me about, I don't know, just a couple of minutes as you've seen. If you are not exactly used to the formula, then you're gonna have a little bit getting used to it, but to be honest, after a few tries, I really believe this is gonna be your best friend. It's a yes from me. So that was it for today's video, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. This way you're gonna know next time when Neil uploads a new video. If you really like this video, don't forget to join the Ami Nation on Instagram, and also if you have any comments, suggestions about today's video or maybe the next video, just don't forget to leave it down below in the comment section. And until next time, thank you guys for watching. Neil.
Fearless.